Hey, what's up guys? This is your boy Travis back again here at Big Boy Toy Reviews, and today we are taking a look at Max Factory Figma 530 Sophia F. Shirring. And I guess this is part of the bunny suit planning line of figures. But yeah, it's not a whole lot of anything going on with the packaging. It's your typical Figma packaging. Not a whole lot going on. I don't know what's going on with this figure. I think there's another figure that is coming out that has like this same kind of swimsuit design to her. So I will be picking that one up too. I'll probably, if this is a line that they're starting, you know, Figma has a tendency to kind of make random figures of, I know sometimes they make figures of idols and stuff like that. I don't know if this is one of the idols or if this is just something that they made up on their own, but she looks pretty cool. Let's see what she looks like all by herself, so let's talk about it. All right, so here she is out of the packaging, and she looks good. There are clearly certain design choices that they picked to kind of accentuate certain parts of her. I'm not really going to point those parts out. I'm pretty sure you can already see them. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. Let's just kind of take a look at the figure itself. She is really cute. She does have a very anime-like face. I do like the translucent little bunny ears. This reminds me of Whiskey Sour, that one figure that I did a review of that has like the silicone legs and shoulders, because she also had bunny ears like this. These are separate pieces. Like this are like these little pieces come out. See this, like this is a normal Figma. Normal Figmas, you know, detached that way, but then these little side pieces also come out because she does have another hair piece that you will have to plug these ears into along with this thing here. But you can see they have like Tampa graph or whatever. I don't know if that's a sticker or whatever, but it's really tiny, but it's done really nicely. Like, I don't know, I don't think my camera can get that close. I'll try to get as close as I can, but that's done really well. Her eyes are done very nicely. I do like the shininess of her little glasses here. I think they're supposed to be like goggles or something, like swimming goggles. I can't tell if this part on her chest is translucent plastic. It looks like it, but you can't really see anything in there, but it does look like it is translucent plastic. It's painted nicely there. All the paint on her is done really well. She does have these little like clear transparent blue pieces all over her. I think this is painted to make it look like that is, but that's not one of the pieces, but it is painted really nicely. The back, you can see now this can be considered, this can come off, this whole contraption can come off. If you saw the pictures on the back of the box, you can see they do have her without this on her, but I don't see why you would take it off. It doesn't really cause her any problems with standing. You can see like the writing and stuff on the back there. I think that's called Tampa. I don't know. Just don't get me lying. But all of that is done really nicely. I do like the matte paint that they have on the back of here. Well, actually, this might be done in that matte plastic. But where the matte plastic is, I do like the contrast of the matte plastic. You can even see, can you see that on her on her. It says not. What's that say? Hot hold. Not hold. I don't know what that. I don't know. I can't read that through the camera. I think that says hot hold. I'm not sure. Maybe that means too hot to hold. Who knows? I do like how how we go down to the glossy boots and the glossy leggings here. Those are also painted really nicely. But yeah, her hair, I do like the way that her hair looks. It's very anime style, as Figma tends to do. But yeah, she looks pretty good for what she is. I guess she's just a girl in a swimsuit, and so I suppose they're pulling that off pretty good. But other than that, but as for details, yeah, that's it. That's it for details. So let's move on to accessories. All right, so she does have a lot of, well, I wouldn't say a lot, but a good amount of accessories. I guess good for what it is. So she obviously comes with the typical Figma hand tray. She has an assortment of open hands, weapon holding hands, spread out hands, pointing hands, and they're just painted in white. For some reason, these two hands have the dark, I guess that's like a black or like a brownish kind of color there. I'm not quite sure why those are painted a different color. She does come with another little baggie of hands with little pegs in them to keep the holes there. So this is probably it's probably because they didn't have enough. Obviously, they didn't have enough room on the hand tray, and they needed more needed more hands for all her accessories. So I guess that's why they have a few extra hands here. Then she does come with 3 extra faces. She comes with this kind of sad surprise face, right? So that looks pretty good. She also comes with kind of a sinister smiling face. She looks pretty sinister and creepy in that one. And then she comes with a super happy squinting face. And then obviously you saw the face that she had on in the packaging. And she comes with this extra hair piece. This is the one that I was telling you about. You have to slot the ears into there, and this one just has some sunglasses attached to it, or her swim goggles attached to it. So you can simulate that whole I got my goggles on pose. And then she comes with an assortment of weapons. So she comes with like a smaller gun, like a water bottle. I guess this is a squirt gun. And so she comes with this smaller squirt gun, and it's painted really nicely. I like that doesn't come out, doesn't feel like it comes out, but I like the little transparent blue in there. That's pretty cool. These don't come apart or anything, but it's painted really nicely with the metallic silver and the metallic gold. Then she comes with a bigger version of that, which is just a bigger version of I guess you can call this like a water rifle. But yeah, this one has a little extra writing on there. Also painted really nicely with the metallic silver and gold. And then she comes with this staff. I think this is some kind of staff, and I believe it plugs into the back of this piece. So it's extra long. I'm not quite sure how that works, but yeah, it plugs into the bigger gun. But I do like the transparent blue plastic on there too. And it's also painted really nicely with the metallic gold. And then she comes with this really awesome, let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. I'll zoom out here. She comes with this really awesome surfboard. And it's really cool. I do still have the plastic on it. Let's see. I come in a little bit there. Yeah, this thing is really dope. It's painted really nicely. This can be used as a surfboard, but it also doubles as a shield. So this piece does pop off, and you can just pop it back in, but that's like the little handle that she holds for the shield. Looks like there's another spot here for something else, little holes there for something else. It might be for the extra display stand, which I didn't show because I never really show the Figma stands because they always come with stands, but I'll show it off really quick. But this thing is awesome. I really like this. This looks really cool. You probably saw it on the pictures on the back of the box, but yeah, this thing is really cool. It has the transparent blue plastic on it too. Let's see if we can get it to. There we go. I don't know why my camera isn't focusing. I hate it when it doesn't want to focus. Okay. But yeah, it has the transparent plastic on it all over it too. It has that metallic silver and everything on it. Then it has like the little bunny on there, and yeah, it's just a really, really neat accessory. I like this thing a lot. She comes with these these 3 pieces here. I think they're like extensions or something for her weapons. And then she comes with like this little heel piece, and it has a little peg in it. I don't know how well you can see that, but it has a little peg at the bottom, and that is for her surfboard, so she can peg her foot into the surfboard. But yeah. And then, of course, lastly, we have the obligatory Figma stand. And it does come with an extra arm, and I suppose that's to support her surfboard or shield. And then she has an extra peg, an extra wrist peg. And then, of course, you get the obligatory Figma baggie. So that's it for accessories. All right, so let's get into articulation. So for articulation, her little bunny ears do move back and forth. You don't have to worry about them falling off. They are in there pretty good because of these hair pieces. She can only look up about this far, not very far. This hairpiece does like to fall out a lot though, so be careful about that. She looks down that far using a neck joint, and as I demonstrate the hairpiece falling out, I don't know why it's that loose. She can get side to side, and obviously she can spin all the way around. She does have your typical Figma neck joint. Her shoulders go up that high, so she can hit more of like a Y pose, even past the T pose. She doesn't have much of a what you would call I don't know why I'm blanking here. You know what it is. I don't know why I'm blanking here. But she can kind of come in. You just got to kind of manipulate that joint a little bit. Let's see if I can get her to work here. So she can get her arms crossed a little bit. She can come in enough. You're obviously not going to get her to cross down here. Her boobages are just a little too big for that. And so that joint won't allow for it, nor was it meant to. She does get her bicep swivel here at the shoulder. She also gets it here at the elbow. The elbow does go past 90. She has hinge wrist. God, I just can't remember anything today. It's starting to get late. hinges for her wrists. Let's talk about these things here. These things here are pretty, you can't take this off. But these things go up and down. They can spin and everything. They're pretty articulated. They don't fall out, but you can pull them out. But they're in there pretty good, so you don't have to worry about that. This little thing here, I'm not quite sure what this is, but it does just pops out really easily. I don't know if it's meant to plug into her back there, or I don't know what this thing is for, but that's the articulation for that stuff. As far as her chest is concerned, she can bend forward pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, she can bend forward really nicely. You are going to get quite a bit of gapping back there, unfortunately. They could have probably done something about that, but I guess they figured you wouldn't be looking at her back that much for obvious reasons. She goes back that far, so that's pretty good. Also, she does get her waist, quote unquote waist twist there, and she can go side to side. So that joint there under her boobage is pretty darn good. This is going to drive me crazy. As far as her legs are concerned, she can only spread that far before her legs start running into her hips. She can kick up pretty good. She does have a swivel here at the thigh, but she also has a swivel here at the, I guess you can call that a boot or a stocking. I'm not quite sure what you want to call that. She does get past 90 degrees here on the knee. It does have your typical Figma knee. This doesn't look as bad as they normally do, especially since it's white and you got the white line going straight down, so it doesn't look that bad. As far as her ankles are concerned, she can only go up that far, down that far, and she can twist it for a rocker. Let's see if I can get that to work. So she is basically wearing heels, so it's not going to be that easy to stand her. So I would recommend using the Figma base with this figure if you plan on displaying her. But that is it for articulation. All right, so let's get into some comparisons. I'm not going to have a lot of things to compare her to, just because she just doesn't fall into your normal line of figures. So I'll just pull a couple out so you can get some size proportions. Let me move her back a little bit here. Make sure she's standing. Like I said, she's not the easiest figure to stand, but she can. All right, let's see what we got. All right, so here she is next to her big sister, Whiskey Sour. As you can see, I mean, you can fudge it. She can be her little sister, you know what I mean? Like her little baby sister. Here she is next to the science cat lady here. And I mean, that can play off as big sister, little sister, I suppose. They're all very fan servicey characters. Here she is next to, I think, Sasuke Kiryuin and Ryuko Matoi from Kill La Kill. And also fan servicey figures. We'll go ahead and throw in Lancer from the Fate Grand Order video game. So we can just have just a bunch of Figma fan service. But yeah, that is it for comparison. So in conclusion, if you're into fan servicey type figures, then this is the figure for you. That's pretty much all she is. It's just flat out fan service. So yeah, I guess this is more tuned to the adult collector. I mean, it didn't say you had to be 18 to buy her, so you know, it is what it is. But I think she's a cool figure. She's cool to add to my collection of like sexy girls or fan servicey girls the few that I do have in my collection. So if you're into this type of thing, I will put a price down below. But other than that, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.